I keep on running back to you. I keep on running back to you. I keep on running back to you. I keep on running back to you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Thank You Line Esports. Here we are in the Winter Major Rankings 1, and this is the 7th round already. Both of these teams are fighting for a bit of pride and, of course, some TMR points and rewards. Loser is out. That's how quick it goes, to be honest. And the winner is ending in the green side of the bracket. But nevertheless, the result, this will be the last round of the season here for these two teams. Today and tomorrow, we will be seeing the 7th round in Thank You Line Esports. My name is Ranke, I will be a commentator for tonight, and I'm joined here by Katniss, our broadcaster. And we will give you the best looks of the battlefield here. This will be an interesting game, to be honest. Kung Fu playing with... is it right? On the stream? Let me check. Before I am waffling. Yep, Kung Fu is red, and they are playing with Swear, Jeez, June, Arcus, and Kawasaki. On the blue side, we are seeing MILLENNIUM play with TGB, Arab Psycho, Koroleva, Deranik, and 33, I think it means. But maybe it is wrong. But I'm not good with those Russian names changed to English or alphabet. We can see MILLENNIUM here pulling the first flag with Arab Psycho capturing that one. Red Alert, interesting map. Red side is considered the better side. But Kung Fu not making use of that right now. I think these teams, to be honest, are quite level-headed in terms of skill. But this game will show it to us. Thank you guys in chat as well for pointing that one out. The team sides, I love that. Let's see what Jeet and Arcus can do here. Nice grenade by Arcus, stopping the momentum here a bit, but not continuing the attack because there's no teammate to assist. OD now from Arcus, knocking one down and supporting Swear here with this pull. This can be a good capture. June can come in here, stop that hunter, Ares OD with his hunter, but he doesn't. That's a risky decision, but I think it's good communication as well because Swear was able to dodge it. Now using a hunter OD on defense here, preventing the flag return from happening. And it's Swear that is getting the first capture for Kung Fu. So we are back to a tie. This round has a hectic start and this will be an interesting one, I guess. Now we are still tied. Let me really quickly start off predictions for you guys to see what you guys think. I always love to see that. Let me set it up quickly before the result is changing. Okay, I am too late, I see. Predictions are in right now, but Kung Fu capturing their second flag. And are making quite a good comeback so far this round. Okay, nice pull here being made by Kung Fu once again. Waiting to do a takeover, but Kawasaki is trying to unflip himself. Kung Fu is really comfortable this round because they're really spilling time with this one. And it looks like they don't care at all. But the question is, will Kawasaki get unflipped, of course? He will get unflipped, but the wrong side up. So that will still be a drop-off, this time by June. And that's a third capture already for Kung Fu that is starting well after a messy first minute. But now they are in a quite comfortable lead already. And a bit of a disrespect move with not self-destructing when flipped, but I like it. I like it. Sverige with the return. Kawasaki on his way here to pull the third flag already. Bit of driving errors. He's playing with Wasp in esports. I love Wasp, but it's not really an esport hill. And it shows us that Kung Fu is really comfortable this round. RQ is using an overdrive here that is quite interesting. Too late to support his teammate, but Kung Fu has won the round. And they're pretty much sure of that, and they are just having fun here in the last round of the first rankings tournament of the season. They had a long route, to be honest. A lot of games have to be played until the 7th round. Same goes for Millennium. So it's good to still have a bit of fun after all these rounds of playing. You know, the stakes are not that high in this round. It's just a bit of pride that's left. You of course want to end up in the green side of the bracket and not the red side. Two and a half minutes to go in this one. And this Kung Fu with a 4 flag lead so far. Swear trying to make it the 6th flag. And it will be easy capture. Although Darrenik pulling right now, grenade on a good position that forces Darrenik to move right. And he will meet Swear here, the flag carrier for Kung Fu. And that will be a return. Capture will follow probably soon. Koroleva though, nice Hunter OD. Will he get a return? Not yet. TGB can maybe get a return. And he will do so. Curious about how much the 2nd round will change. 2nd round we will be seeing Millennium on the red base and Kung Fu on the blue. That of course it will change some things up, but it's not really that important I think in this match because the teams are fairly different in terms of skill level. So that will not make a difference, but I'm curious what Millennium can show on that one. Kung Fu here trying to get their 6th capture. Geez, nice overdrive to save that flag. And getting a capture on the board. But no, this is not a close round at all. Kung Fu is really able to get it going. I expected it to be a bit of a closer game, to be honest. But that isn't the case at all. That really isn't the case. So that was the first round for you guys. Let's move over to that second round here. Also being played on this map, of course. And Kung Fu Swear is trying to get his 8th flag on the board as well. But time is too short. But an impressive round for Kung Fu. That is already, to be honest, probably regretting that they have to play the 7th round. It's a shame. But the best thing you can do then is just win that 7th round. I haven't seen the game with White Towers versus Kung Fu. But I heard that one was really close. And that would have prevented this game from happening. They had a nice season in my opinion. That's why I wanted to point this stream out here. We didn't have a choice either because this is the only match happening right now. But they had a nice tournament. And curious to see which new names are behind the names on the field. Still, I believe in that they're improving a lot right now, and it's an interesting team to look at. And didn't expect that one on the 7th round, but it is the case. Millennium, we have not streamed a lot of games from that team. They have been at the lower side of the tournament this time. But yeah. Seems like the 2nd round will be starting with only 4 players on the field for Millennium. That makes it even more difficult. Oh, there's the 5th one joining. Yeah, exactly, Yarakov. That's what I mean. All 3 of the losses that Kung Fu had were really close games, so it would have been such a different tournament with just one small capture even could change their whole tournament. That's why I think this team is interesting, and it's really unlucky that they are in the 7th round. I think I don't want to say they earned more because what you earn is what you get. That's how esports works. Winning is winning, losing is losing, nothing in between that. But you expected more from them, and really, really small margins have decided in them having to play the 7th round. They had really interesting games this season. Millennium, yeah, they had a rough season. They really had a rough season, to be honest. A lot to adapt from that team. And Kung Fu is trying to be having just a chill round here, I guess. RQ's here pulling a second. Nice OD by Ever Psycho. Preventing this capture from happening. And I always say don't troll too early because you can over troll it and forcing yourself to play an extra round. And I hope that is not the case because that is just spilling time most of the cases. While we are playing the second round here and there's not a real lot happening, let's go over to the matches we will still be seeing here in the 7th round during the Winter Major Rankings. Tonight we will be streaming the game France versus Metamorphosis. And Metamorphosis is a real big team in the past, so crazy to see them having to play it all the way to the 7th round, but it's the reality. And tomorrow we will be streaming Amor versus Breakout and Sprite versus Band Organization. They aren't banned, it's just a name, luckily. So that match will happen. Darrenik here pulling the Viking of Millennium using an overdrive here, knocking down 2 players already. Not able to get a capture on the board though, and this will be a return for Kung Fu and maybe even a capture. Swear is low though, but RQs can take over. And he will finish what he started. Still 5 minutes to go in this one. But again, highly likely not a close battle this one. OD box on the ground here. It will be G's taking that one. .33 here. Trying to get something on the board. Yeah, so to be honest guys, I'm sorry for being a bit silent here, but there's absolutely nothing for me to say. Because the only reason we are not seeing more captures is because they decided to play waffle combinations here. And I can talk really interesting about what's happening, but there is actually nothing happening. That's the the problem. And I can't upsell something, you know? It's just the case. Still really appreciate these teams for giving us a show here, you know? There are a lot of the teams that are not competing anymore or stop mid-season or whatever. And it's all decision, you know. I don't blame. It's just what you think is best. But for them to face an opponent that they will probably lose against and still give us a show, that's just class. So that's really, really appreciated in my opinion. With a minute to go in this battle, it looks like this will be the ending score, 3-0. And we will be moving into the third round. That's on the map of Sandbox. So let's see what they can show us on that map. Although I expect once again a one-sided game, it's just what we have today, guys. I will be seeing you guys on Sandbox in a few minutes' time. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a bit of a wait, but the third round is starting right now. Thank you all for your patience. As Kung Fu versus Millennium, what you're watching here in the 7th round of the Winter Major Rankings 1, 7th and final Swiss round. And it is Kung Fu cruising to a very comfortable win. They won the first 2 rounds with quite a significant lead. And the third round is following right now. So I don't expect a 4-round game if there is anything crazy happening. And I do not expect that. So that's the situation we are in. This is a small update, and the first OT box has been taken by Kawasaki in favor of Kung Fu. And there we go. 10 minutes to go in this one. Millennium versus Kung Fu. Is the final round is Kung Fu starting with a nice Dictator OT. Dictator tactic. I have not seen that in esports for quite a while. But this is one of those rounds where you can try all kinds of different stuff. G's here getting the first capture on the board really quickly. Although, no, that isn't a return. And that is June with a mammoth that is continuing the pull here and get a capture on the board. This is one of those 7th round games, to be honest. These can only happen in the 7th round of a Thank You Line tournament. And this Kung Fu that is having a bit of fun after a tough season. But it is extra salt in the wounds of Millennium. That's, to be honest, how it is. The one is celebrating and the other is, yeah, not feeling it really. Swear here getting the second capture on the board with Viking Ricochet, while we can see Dune capturing or going to capture the third flag of the game. And to all your grinders here trying to claim that drop, I appreciate the grind, man. the patience you guys have is quite significant. Because this game is not really delivering any entertaining gameplay, to be honest. You know, I should really sell esport to you guys, and I enjoy doing that. That's why I joined the commentator team. But there is nothing to enjoy about this game, to be honest. The game just exists, and it is Not really a fun one. Still appreciate you guys for being here. That's really kind and really nice. Doesn't matter the reason. Kawasaki going to pull the 5th flag. We still want to broadcast games like these, you know, because teams earn it. Teams are putting the effort in it. Teams earn to get a bit of a spotlight, no matter the results. But of course, we like to see some close matches. Yeah, Yarikov, that's something you have not crossed on your bingo card, probably. I doubt it will ever happen. Arceus here, 7th capture on the board. Insane, really insane. It's a nice route for Kung Fu, and that's a shame that they have to play the 7th round. I said it earlier, but they shouldn't be here, and you can see it right now that they shouldn't. We are in the last 4 minutes of the game. Yeah. Yeah, what can I say, guys? What can I say? There is just not a lot of interesting things happening here. Jun knocking someone down with his OD, giving Arceus the possibility here to go for a 9th capture, but Arceus getting knocked down. Good shot by Every Psycho. I have to say, Every Psycho has impressed me with some of his shots. I don't know the team balance in that team, but if you take a look at KDs and stuff like that, Ever Psycho is a player that is significantly higher than the rest. He has the combo for it. That's true. That is true. But he is significantly higher than the rest. And last round he had it as well. So interesting player to look forward to for the next seasons. Maybe. And Millennium, yeah, I don't know, a lot of training to do. That's for sure. Still, I really think it's sportsmanship, and I appreciate that you are playing the 3 rounds here. That's class. Kung Fu here, 9th capture on their way to the 10th. And only 2 minutes to go here for Millennium. 2 minutes more that they have to suffer in this battle, to be honest, because that's what it is. That is what it is. Kawasaki enjoying his free health in the Titan Dome here before continuing this pool. This will be that 10th capture, if they can capture it. Darenic playing Hopper with Magnum. Yeah, that is a combination that you can play. Get a bit of matchmaking vibes from that one. And that is it, guys. 10-0 for Kung Fu. Congratulations to that team to finish up in the green side as expected. But they made it difficult for themselves. But they earned it. Millennium, time to go back to the drawing board, as Avoid would say. Rough match for you guys. And hope to see back from them in later stages of the major rankings. The second and the third major rankings. And hope to see you guys back later tonight or tomorrow. It's not completely sure if tonight we will be live one more time with a match Friends versus Metamorphosis. It depends on what's happening there. So take a look at the Tanky Sport website to keep yourself updated. And follow us on the Twitch, EN2. Thank you on the Tanky Esports EN2 was the Tanky Sports EN2. I should have known that, but follow that one and click on the notification. Then you know if that match will be played or not. We don't know yet, but we will be knowing it in about 15 minutes. And tomorrow we will be back with Amor versus Breakout and Sprite versus Band Organization. So hope to see you there and have a great rest of your evening. Good night.